Hey guys, Dan C. Bearded here. We are in the bathroom, so that means we're going to demonstrate something. Now, as I step up, don't mind the harsh overhead light. It's just the way the bathroom is structured. They didn't consider content creation, and it's just doing a lot up here. But we're focusing today on the mustache, and specifically how I trim the mustache with only scissors, shears, whatever you want to call them, the things that do this, as compared to using trimmers or clippers or any other kind of cutting device with it. Now, I do use a comb. This is going to be the comb, just a cellulose acetate. It's like a Kent comb. This one I think is from Beard Brand. It's got the wide teeth, but I like to use these fine one, the narrow ones for my mustache. And essentially, I know it's time to trim my mustache. I got the camera right here and a mirror behind me, so if I'm not making direct eye contact, I'm just looking at the work in the mirror. But how I can tell, and you guys can see on here, now my screen's over here, is that once these guys start getting too long in the middle, they start to do this down and in and out, almost like an S pattern, right? You see here, and then it does that swoop. I don't like that. What that's telling me is this hair does not have any room to go, so it starts pushing in. I want everything kind of brushing off to the side with that lazy walrus style. Now, if you're curious about that, just look up on YouTube right here, Dan C. Bearded Lazy Walrus, and I show you guys exactly how I style that. So again, I'm not losing any of my length. I'm not losing any of my bulk. I don't want it to look like it's unbalanced, but I just want to dial it in, get a little bit more kissable, right? A little bit more just thinned out. And my mustache does not grow evenly. This side grows a lot longer and faster than this side. And so it does take a little bit of maintenance, right? You can see this middle part here. That one's really long. This one's not quite as long as this little guy. All right, so I'm just essentially going to get these guys kind of moving forward. This is styled. Now it's later in the day, early afternoon after I styled it this morning. So I do want to trim this from a styled state, and I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm just going to get these areas where I feel like it's overgrown, and you can kind of see pretty easily where I'm going to go. I do use the tongue trick. I'll push the tongue up underneath my lip, give me a little bit extra. I don't do the smile thing because I don't normally walk around like this. So I just kind of trim from my natural state. And that is probably going to be my most substantial cut of this whole mustache trim. And to some people, they may think like, oh man, this isn't much, you're not really doing anything. This is a big deal for me. I don't enjoy trimming my mustache. I like my mustache big and full, but it's kind of like tending to the plants around your house. Sometimes you do need to do this. And then with these guys in particular, I like to pull them down, make sure they can get straight, and just give it a little bit of a trim right there. Also, I hope everybody's had a great holiday season, regardless of what you celebrate. Hope it was filled with the people that you wanted it to be with, and just great food, memories, all that jazz. All right, so this one is not as substantial as a trim, but I do want to balance it. I do want to even that up, and especially this little middle guy. Now, I do not do a particular trim in the middle to separate this, but I do make sure it's cleaned up. You get this like little bit of undergrowth that happens, and oftentimes where it kind of ends is right in that middle. And if these guys are too bad, let me tell you, I just get rid of these ones. If they're crossing over too much, we're not Allen Iverson here. We're sticking to the fundamentals. Just kidding, I like a flashy player, but I don't want that little S in the middle for me. If you dig it, that's awesome. Okay. All right, now the biggest thing with my mustache is that hand measurement. I start at the same spot, I pull through, I feel over here is longer than the other side. So all I'm gonna do is kind of get this out into a position where it seems like this one is. And just give it a little trim. I cannot stress to you guys enough how important that measuring ability is. Now, if you're someone that does not have the ability, whether you only have one hand, you're missing fingers, there's still definitely ways you can do it. Take a comb, kind of go here and get a feel, okay. Get a feel there. You definitely can adjust and overcome, but I do like to bring it down to the front. I do like to measure. And today I did not plan on taking any of this length out because I like how it's been sitting lately. I just wanted to really even everything up. And I think that actually looks pretty good. Now I still have a full mustache. I still have a long mustache. Now get in there, and there'll still, over the course of the day, and even tomorrow when I style again, there'll be some guys that are hiding underneath, doing a little trench warfare. And they don't show themselves yet. And I'll kind of just get them as the days go on. But I'm actually really happy with this. Now there's a lot of clippings in the sink, probably more than you would realize. But it seems balanced. It still seems full. And I accomplished all the things that I wanted to. Awesome, guys. Now, let me know in the questions in the comments. Do you guys have any? Do you have any thoughts, any observations? Is there something differently that you do? I would love to be able to help you guys out. I can even see my top lip a little bit. My wife, Sam C, is going to be happy. The mustache is the only thing that ever bugs her, even though she's a trooper and just wants me to be happy and confident. I do try to compromise with her on that one. Yeah, that'll work, that'll work, that'll work. Can't wait to read your guys' comments. Thank you for watching today. If you didn't hit the thumbs up, come on, man, what you doing? Hit that thumbs up. And if you have not, consider subscribing if you like learning about mustaches, beards, and just positivity in general. Please, you guys, stay bearded, stay positive.